I just want to say thank you to everyone who watches my YouTube channel. And if you don't think a Savannah monitor will play tug of war, you're wrong. Because they will. And they're actually really good at it. There we go. So if you guys like my videos, ooh, he's strong. Please go ahead and leave a like. That helps grow my channel. Also, please comment on my videos. I love interacting with you guys. It's a lot of fun, and I get to answer questions and see that you guys care. And if you're not a member of the family, you can go ahead and subscribe. It's free. It helps me grow the channel even more. And I've listened to you guys, and I do have a Patreon down below. Oh, alligator death roll. So please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, bell icon. A lot of people have started to ask, like, hey, where's Sweet Tooth? Where's my Argentine black and white Tegu? And guys, Tegus love to brumate. And they love to dig a hole, and they love to go in a cave, and they love to brumate. This is actually a reptile. When they say, hey, you need to give it some substrate, could be something that you would say, oh yeah, but really that still doesn't work. This is an elevated platform. It's about 3 to 4 inches high. It's hollow underneath. And then I filled underneath with the Eco Earth, the cocoa fiber. Just jammed it under there, okay? And we can see there's holes. So this gave Sweet Tooth the feel that she's digging a cavern deep under earth. And it's going to always have a hard top to it, which is really good. And I know there's no risk of anything collapsing when you do it like this, because it's on, 2x4s in each of the corners. So it's got a nice base. It'll be fine. She's under there, but she's been starting to wake up, because you see these holes here? This thing was completely covered. There was no openings. So it was just pitch black in there. But this means she's moving in there. It's been 6 months since she's been under there. Her water tub's empty. It's interesting because when she wakes up, she comes out, and if she's thirsty or just wants to take a crap, she'll go in the water tub, which is where she poops, and she'll sit in there and wait for me to put water in there. I'll put water in there. She'll drink up as much water as she needs, takes a poop, and then goes back under. And so she doesn't stay the whole time. Typically once or twice during the 6 months she'll do that. It just depends. So she's under here. Honey? Honey? Now people will be like, how do you know she's alive? That's how we know she's alive. Hi! Good morning! I haven't seen you in 6 months. You're probably kind of hungry. So why don't we get some food for this beast and give her some food? You can tell she looks thinner compared to this is how they should look when they get out of brumation. And this is also, guys, reptiles that brumate, is really important that this natural event occurs, because it is the way that their body burns off excess fat. So when they come out, they should be skinny. They should have monitor creases. She's a bit flinchy because of the light, and fast movements. But that's their body is naturally burned off all of that fat that they had. And now they're ready to build new fat, but it kind of cycles it, right? It kind of cleans it out. Think of it like a water change in an aquarium. So all that old fat gets burned off, and then she's going to spend the new year now putting on new fat, which is good. So we're going to bring her some food. And you know what she loves? Chicks. Yeah, Tegus love chicks. So you can get frozen chicks. They're a little less fatty than a rat, and we can feed it. So let's go ahead and do that. And look, she decided to come out while I was going to get everything ready. So there is stuff we have to do now that she's awake. We are going to put some water in the tub. I'm going to put about 2 gallons of water in here. I'm not going to fill it to the normal level because she's probably going to poop in it relatively quickly, and then I don't have to deal with it. We're going to refill her fogger. That way it's plugged into the humidistat and we'll start bringing humidity. We're going to feed her. I got 2 chicks that are just finishing thawing. You don't want to overfeed here. When your reptile comes out of brumation, if it's a meat eater hybrid omnivore like a Tegu, they have a tendency to overeat, and it can make them sick because they just haven't eaten in so long. So I give 2 smaller chicks that will get her, digestive tract and everything back up and working again, which is important. And then I'll feed her again. Instead of just feeding her every, 4 days, I'll feed her again in 2 days and then go on the normal schedule with the normal sized meal. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this dirt back under there. All right, so she's got her water in here. See it rippling around. Fogger is just about full. And also remember, guys, when your Tegu comes out of brumation, they're typically pretty cold. So you want to be careful about the temperature of the food you feed them. You want to make sure you thaw the meat, but then you don't want it to be super hot because you don't want to send them into a digestive shock at all. Right? Right. Also, as I get ready to feed her here, this is the other disclaimer. You guys have to be careful when you feed anything that has the potential to hurt you on an accidental bite after brumation. Remember, this animal is hungry, has not eaten in months and months and months. You don't want it to unintentionally hurt you. You don't want to build up a bad rapport with that animal. So just keep that in mind and be safe when you're feeding them for the first time after brumation. All right, so I'm going to try to get her over here. I'll get one of those chicks and hopefully get her to come eat up on the basking platform. We'll see what happens. So then she'll be in frame more too. Let me just kind of get her attention. Hey, what's this? There we go. Look at that tongue moving. Smell it a little bit. Now, whole prey is great when they wake up like that, guys, because this has got bones. It's got all the organs. It has everything that to help basically kickstart her into being awake again. It's unfortunate, but sometimes people's Tegus will not make it through brumation or get sick right after brumation. Oh, there's some guts there. Oh yeah. Okay. Delicious. It's like a jelly-filled donut, you know. Oh, God. She's never a clean eater. She likes to taste her food. And she's eating this sideways as to not make it more difficult, butt first and sideways. Amazing. Amazing. Look at the 2 feet. You're gonna have a hard time. I mean, you'll get it because she could turn this around, but there's the head dangling there. And there are things, guys, in here when you feed a chick. This is what I do like. Although rats have this too. There's a good amount of insoluble, undigestible things. The feet, the nails, the beak, and this is good because those things will move unbroken down through the intestinal tract and pull anything that's stuck in there with it. We're about to have a Tegu that just flips off the side. Okay? She's sucking out all the insides. This is, look at this monitor crease. That's what you want to see after a healthy brumation. What you don't want to see is a ton of... Oh, you let it go. You're going to try to start from the top. There you go. Figure out where the head is. What you don't... There you go. Good job. What you don't want to see is massively sunken fat pads on the head, and good for God's sakes, and hip joints showing. We don't see any hip joints. We don't see any sunken fat pads, but we do see a very aggressive monitor crease. We do see, even though she's female, the jowls, the face is smaller, the arms look a little bit smaller. It looks like a little, again, grandma neck right there, right? Grandma neck syndrome. That's just normal. That's the normal look you want. Let me get the other rat. And I know the other chick, excuse me, rat. I've just been talking about rats off camera, I guess. But a lot of people, they worry, they do things wrong in this time. And as long as you know what's going on, it should be okay. I'm going to try to feed it to her head first. See if she'll cooperate. Bite just the head and suck it in. No, stop trying to go for the butt first. Jeez, man. That could have been a little bit cleaner. Now you gotta have some coconut fiber with it, which is okay. You know, they can eat bits of this coconut fiber on a chick or on a rat or on meat. They would have to eat, especially a big lizard like this, guys, they would have to eat a massive amount and dry and not drink to worry about impaction. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. She's just going to eat this. Take care, everybody. Hopefully you're glad to see Sweet Tooth out again. Thank you guys for supporting my reptile rescue family.